It's senior night here from Mount Gilead High School. The Lady Indians looking to reverse a 5-game losing streak here in non-conference play. They take on the Elgin Lady Comets here tonight. Celebrating 3 seniors here at Mount Gilead, Olivia Long, along with Ava Baker and Faith White, all 3 of them in the starting lineup tonight against Elgin. We'll have your pregame coverage live and free on the OH Report next.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
Time now for your OH Report pregame show, brought to you by Morrow County Jobs and Family Services here from Mount Gilead High School. Lady Indians set to take on the Elgin Lady Comets. Lady Indians come into today 7-11 on the year, 4-10 in the KMAC after a heartbreaking loss to Cardington just a few days ago. Let's look at their opponent. The Elgin Lady Comets 12-7 on the year, 3-2 in the Northwest Central Conference where they only play each other once in the regular season, and Elgin still got 2 more conference games to go. Mount Gilead is done with KMAC play, and this team is led by Bob Dowds, who is a solid head coach there in his 8th season at Elgin. So he's led them to some pretty solid seasons today. This year, no different. You see their last 3 games, though, however, have all been losses. Best player on the court today is going to be on Elgin's side. The player spotlight is Maycee Muselin, a sophomore guard, averaging just under 25 points per game. She has the entire package, and she's still got 2 years to go in high school, folks. Going to be exciting to see where she's at in 2 years, but it's exciting tonight because this is my first time seeing Muselin in action, so we'll see how she does as she leads her team with just 2 games left in the season after tonight. They've got 3, including today, and they're looking to try and spoil the senior night for Mount Gilead. A couple of other players for Elgin that you'll want to keep an eye on. Jordan Wall, a junior, averages 6 points, 6 boards as well. Cadence Gear will come off the bench today. She's a freshman center, averages 5 and 5. So they've got solid interior presence along with Muselin running around the perimeter as the guard. So it's interesting to see how this team is going to approach a game like today where Mount Gilead, outside of Cassidy Irwin, doesn't have too much of an inside presence. Speaking of Mount Gilead, let's talk about them. Lady Indians, I was here a few days ago, and it was rough. They fell by 2 points to Cardington in a rivalry game where they saw London Blevins hit a game-winning 3-point shot with just 15 seconds to go in action. And Mount Gilead cannot get the game winner on the other side. Polcati had a look from the top of the key, couldn't get it to go, and airballed out of bounds. And before it hit the ground out of bounds, the buzzer sounded, so that was it there. and that was just one of their 5 straight losses. So Mount Gilead looking to get back on track. Fortunately for them, they've looked good in non-conference play, and I have a good feeling that they can make this close here tonight if they follow our keys to victory. We'll get to those in a couple of moments. Coming up, we'll have National Anthem, also starting lineups. And then also, I forgot about our player spotlight. Faith White had a pretty good game against Cardington. Instrumental, as you see on the graphic. 17 points, 3 triples. And it was just her show in the second half. She was kind of what helped them stay close in that game. It was a low-scoring affair. Had just over half of the points for Mount Gilead. And Faith White and her team will go out to the bench. We'll take a break. We'll have starting lineups, keys to victory, and tip-off live and free on the OH Report next.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
And time to wrap up our OH Report pregame show, brought to you by Morrow County Jobs and Family Services. Mount Gilead taking on Elgin here tonight in a non-conference battle between the KMAC and the Northwest Central Conference. I want to introduce our crew to you tonight. Jonathan Langdon on the call, our producer here today, Adam Thompson, and our camera operator, Brandon Powell. As we see Elgin on your screen, and let's go ahead and look at some keys to victory for the Elgin Comets. And I think it all starts and ends with Muselin, who is the 25-point per game scorer. You must see Muselin dominate here today. And then key number 2, frustrate the Mount Gilead backcourt that turned the ball over a lot against Cardington. Granted, Cardington turned it over a lot in that game as well. Wasn't the cleanest from either side, but Mount Gilead on a 5-game skid as well. They could definitely come out flat coming out into the first quarter. Mount Gilead, we'll look at their keys to victory. Lady Indians, I think for them, the big thing is, like I said, don't want to turn it over, but then there's also, you want to make sure you have fresh legs out there. You're going to have it's a non-conference game. I know Coach Balt's going to want to get a couple of players in that don't get too much time to get them ready for potentially the postseason. So have some fresh legs in at all times. Make sure you can keep up with this Elgin offense/defense. And then also don't get into foul trouble, because you want to still, even though you are going to play a couple more players today, I think you still want to make sure that you can have your best ones out there when you need them most. Starters for both teams, we'll go ahead and list them off. Elgin, the Lady Comets, will start Delaney Bowles wearing number 10, the senior guard/forward. Then also the center, Madison Hill, is a junior wearing number 20. Junior forward/center, Jordan Wall, wears number 22. Then our player spotlight, number 24, Maycee Muselin, the sophomore 5'9" guard. And number 25, rounding out the starting five, Hallie Leonard, the junior forward/center. For Mount Gilead, they'll start all three of their seniors. Number 11, Olivia Long. Number 13, Ava Baker. And number 15, Faith White. And then also the two juniors, number 3, Kendall Neal. And number 22, Danielle Polcati. Mount Gilead out on the court, ready to go. They're headed up by Danny Baltz. Elgin in gray, Mount Gilead in white, and we're ready for senior night as Kendall Neal is going to jump here for Mount Gilead. Significant height disadvantage. So she'll jump with Muselin. And here we go. Live and free on the oh. Report. Mount Gilead taking on Elgin. The tip is won by Mount Gilead. Neal didn't get the touch on the tip, but was able to find a way to get it to her teammates, and she has it here on this high. What looks to be sort of a 1-2-2 zone coming out of the gates for Elgin. White breaks right through the middle of it, can't bake that home, gets her own rebound, out to Polcati from the right wing. She rattles it in. Solid start to the day for Mount Gilead. It's Danielle Polcati getting the three to start things. Good pressure on the wing, or on the elbow from Mount Gilead. This will force a jump ball. And the arrow, however, points toward the Lady Comets. It'll stay on this side. Elgin 12-7 on the year, 3-2 in the Northwest Central Conference. They've got 2 conference games to go. They have their first turnover of this evening as White goes coast to coast, loses it out of bounds, but it will stay with Mount Gilead. Ava Baker will inbound, one of the 3 seniors. Finds White just inside the three-point line. It's a 2-3 here from Elgin. They'll find Polcati again, that time off to the left. Hits off the back iron. First rebound of the day for Elgin. Step back Muselin, can't get that one. Lady Indians set up shop. Minute and a half gone here in quarter number 1. Baker will throw up a 3. Can't get that. White right there with the follow. Can't get it. Too much. Rim was not kind to the Indians there on that possession. Muselin steps around a screen, tried to bank it in. And now we have a fight for the rebound, a jump ball. This time it'll go to Mount Gilead. Across the timeline, Neal. Polcati surveys the floor, cross court to Baker. They're going to White early and often in the middle, and she's facilitating. How about Polcati, her second three? This one banks in. A 6-0 run to start for Mount Gilead. Gotta love the start here on senior night. Muselin is triple teamed, and another jump ball. White is loving it. We saw just that amount of energy a couple days ago when they played Cardington here in this gym. White is clearly the energy player on this crew for Mount Gilead. She'll defend Muselin again. We get some separation off the screen. Another one off. Ball tipped out by Neal. Nicely done. Quickly the other way. Baker, or excuse me. Olivia Long had it there for a moment. Try to get it to the corner with Polcati. Pass deflected. White down low, tries to get around the defense. That one's blocked by Wall. Indians continue their offensive attack. That time a little too short on the layup from Faith White. And Muselin has it poked from behind, however, stays with the Comets. Open for three. A pump fake and a pass inside right to Ava Baker. Baker, it's 2-on-4. Holds up the trailing Polcati, trying to get her third. That one, no. And here we see the Comets again, still scoreless. Over 3 minutes played here in this first quarter. Delaney Bowles picks up her dribble, looks for her teammate Hill, enters the post. Muselin doubled again, gets it back out. Inside the paint. Inside out three from just off the top of the key. No good. Muselin put back, also no good. And the defensive stands for Mount Gilead continue here in the first. White finds an open. Baker can't get it. Another rebound by Leonard. And another turnover by Elgin. That's the third of the day for the Lady Comets. White scoreless so far. Only points so far from either team have come all from Danielle Polcati from beyond the arc. 6 points. Neal, it's a long two, but it still counts. And they'll take an 8-0 run into this timeout called by Coach Bob Dowds. How about this run from Mount Gilead? Now Mount Gilead on the record books, nothing fantastic, 7-11. But I've seen this Mount Gilead team for the last two. This will be the third year now. And it feels like no matter what their record is at the end of the season, it does not matter. They've had some big upsets in the postseason. And, of course, they're getting to that point again this year. 2 years ago, they beat Bern Union, one of the top teams in the division that year. A season ago, they made it all the way to play Newark Catholic in a district tournament. They've made back-to-back district tournaments. 2 years ago, they made the district finals. So they play top opponents really well. And Elgin fits the billing at 12-7. So 2 threes from Polcati, a long two from Kendall Neal, and 3 turnovers from Elgin have fueled the start you see on your screen right now. And Elgin will look to break this run after they draw a few things up with their coach. Sitting on the Mount Gilead logo, Muselin still scoreless. She'll get the basketball back. Thought about a deep three. Loses White. Gets the basketball back. Baseline drive. There will be a 3-second violation on Elgin. I thought it was going to be a blocking foul, but no. The defensive masterclass continues so far for the Lady Indians here at home. Playing for something bigger on senior night. 2 seniors play catch. They give it to the third on a backdoor, and she's fouled. Free throws coming for Faith White to try and get her night started in the score sheet. So that'll be the first foul of the day. It'll be on, obviously, Elgin. It looks like it is on Jordan Wall, so that'll be obviously the first for her. Free throw missed, however, for Faith White, so they'll start 0 for 1 from the line. White's second is a swish. Muselin a behind the back move. Open, top of the key for three. Still cold so far to start. Neal pushes the pace. Just outside the painted area, gives to White. Goes right by on a dribble drive, loses the basketball, partially tipped by Hill. Ends up back out with White, and another long rebound stays with Mount Gilead. Baker, she'll put her head down and get all the way to the basket. 2 of the 3 seniors have scored here so far this evening. Just looking for Olivia White to find a basket. Or Olivia Long, excuse me. There's a first bucket of the game for Elgin in the near side corner. Delaney Bowles. I actually call it a long 2. Irwin scans the floor, gives it back to Kendall. Hand off White at the free throw line. She'll hoist. A little short. Brought in by Muselin. She'll take a screen and dribble to the right. Look for her open teammate. Bowles hit the shot earlier. Keeps the basketball moving. Muselin through the space given to her by the Mount Gilead defense. She will draw a foul, and we've got free throws coming for the first time today for Elgin. Baker picks up the foul for Mount Gilead. That's her first. And here are the 2 shots from Maycee Muselin. Gotta hope if you're an Elgin fan, that'll get her off to a solid start. Or get her going again, I guess I should say. Missed her first 5 jumpers. Averages 25 points a game. She's got 2 with 1:18 to go in this first quarter. 2 points for Muselin, 2 points for Bowles. Mount Gilead up 11-4. Polcati on the far side corner in front of Elgin's bench, gives to Irwin, swings to Baker. Baker rips through, Muselin defending, gets through a crowd and draws a foul. It's going to be between Gear and Muselin, which one gets the foul. We'll see who the officials call it on. So it is on Muselin. That's her first. However, it's not a shooting foul, so it's a baseline out-of-bounds play. Baker gets it back off the inbound. Ball swings to Neal, top of the key. Under 50 seconds left here from Mount Gilead High School. In a shocking turn of events, the Lady Indians are up 7 points. Chance to add to it here on the offensive possession. Neal wisely gives it up. Polcati, it could be her third 3, and it is. It's senior night, but the juniors flashing 3 triples here today, and another turnover by Elgin. Baker left open, so's Polcati. Extra to Neal, same spot, and a same result for Mount Gilead. They're up 17-4. Kendall Neal has 5. Officials have differing views here. It looks like one ref called it a backcourt violation with a deflection. Yeah, so it was off the foot of Kendall Neal. So they will reverse this likely. Yeah, so that they will. One official called it a backcourt violation. The other said there was a touch, and they're going to go with the near side official that had the better view. So Elgin keeps the basketball with 2 seconds left, and Muselin's blocked to sum up a phenomenal first quarter for Mount Gilead, where they lead 17-4 over Elgin.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
Live and free on the oh.report, we're celebrating senior night with Mount Gilead High School, and it's Ava Baker is going to start off our celebrations today to start the second quarter. Ava's was accompanied earlier in the game by her parents, Joe and Brandy Baker. She's participated in basketball, cross country, and track during her 4 years at Mount Gilead. Her favorite memory was going undefeated and winning the KMAC championship her 7th grade year. In the future, she's going to attend Marion Tech for nursing. Congrats to Ava Baker playing her final home game of her career here tonight. And what a start they have had, up 17-4 over a solid squad in Elgin, who just cannot get anything going yet here tonight. Lady Indians get another stop. Faith White brings it up the floor, just 1 point for her in the first quarter. Polcati has it here, and now the ball continues to move. Irwin, she's blocked, and it's scooped up by the Comets with Jordan Wall. Muselin pushes ahead, passes bobbled down low, and a big crowd. Ball's ripped out, and we'll see, looks like a foul call. Somebody got an arm in that crowd. You see the replay there, brought to you by Kilbuck Savings Bank. And that'll be a second foul on Ava Baker, so looks like she'll have to go to the bench. So off goes Baker. On the floor right now for Mount Gilead, you've got Polcati, Neal, Long, Irwin, and White. Up and under from Elgin. That shot a little too long. Good defense by Irwin. She gets the rebound as well. Pushing the ball up the floor. Polcati has 3 triples to her name. Nearly threw it away there. Polcati throws that one away. Just a second turnover today for Mount Gilead. There's another turnover for Elgin on the other side of things. Miss on the first attempt, also on the second attempt, and Mount Gilead misses golden opportunity to add to their lead there. Muselin cut off at the free throw line, has to give it to her teammate who hoists a 3. Shot no good by Jordan Wall. Neal corrals the rebound. Pushing up the floor, Neal finds an open White. Form shooting from the lower block, and White now has 3 on the day. First score of the second quarter, and there's another turnover for Elgin. Polcati, a heat check. Maybe grazed the rim there on that 3. Muselin takes a screen, goes to the baseline, cut off nicely, passes to her teammate. Extra pass to the right wing for 3, off the back iron. Gets her own rebound. Ella Abbott. 3 from the far side corner. That will go through for Muselin. And now we see a timeout by Coach Danny Balt. That's the first field goal that Maycee has hit today, so don't want to get her hot. Try to cool her down with a timeout. Like to call that the Tyronn Lue tactic. So 2.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Mount Gilead 19-7 for Elgin. It was a 17-4 score at the end of the first quarter, where Mount Gilead forced 4 Elgin turnovers to just their 1. Elgin's now up to 6 giveaways, and Mount Gilead has 2, just 1 here in the second for them. Lady Indians have to be elated with this start tonight. Only thing that I would say you're a little disappointed about is seeing foul trouble for Ava Baker on senior night. Want to have her out there as much as you possibly can, but she does have to sit to the bench for now with 2 fouls. Nobody else really in any sort of foul trouble of note from either team. Lady Indians find White inside, and she maneuvers this zone right now that does not seem to be working for Elgin. Another score for White. She's got all 4 points for the Lady Indians here in the second quarter. Muselin finds her way inside, misses the layup. Rebound Elgin being fought for, now a jump ball. And the arrow points toward Elgin. No good on the 3 out of the inbound. It will be another jump ball, so Mount Gilead will take this one. That was a theme in the last game against Cardington for Mount Gilead. So many jump balls. But Mount Gilead seemed to always get them at the right time, even though they ultimately lost that game. The way they were able to fight and hustle in that game against Cardington really helped them keep it close for the majority. Turnover from the Lady Indians. Muselin spins and gets the fading jumper to fall. She's got 7 here today, and they forced the second Mount Gilead turnover. Of the quarter, that is. 3 total on the game. Polcati catches, keeps it from going out of bounds. Plays catch with Kendall Neal. Ball back inside. Trainer into the game for the first time today. Her first touch is a pass that gets tipped out of bounds. Kenley Trainer, the sophomore, had some good minutes earlier this week, and I'm sure she'll have more today with how well she played on Thursday. White bobbles the catch, able to fight back for possession, keeps it in the corner, and throws it out of danger. Well done by Faith. Polcati squares up another 3. Would have been her 4th of the day. Couldn't get it, and the Comets couldn't save it. Good ball movement by Mount Gilead. They got a semi-open look. But if you're Elgin, got to make sure you take care of the basketball. White was able to fight and kind of keep it away and make it more difficult on the Lady Comets. Neal finds Olivia Long. Can't get that. Trainer in there for the board. May have gotten it off of the leg of Elgin, and that she did. Again, Comets, they have the height advantage in this game, but it just feels like Mount Gilead wants it more at this point. Thought the ball was deflected, but no, a backcourt violation call. And this time, the officials, all 3 of them, in agreement this time. Mount Gilead adding up the turnovers. They're now at 5. However, they still hold a 12-point lead, 21-9 over Elgin, as Muselin works around the defense and throws it away. Steal by Olivia Long. Long passes Polcati extra to Trainer along 2 off the back iron. And White able to keep it from being a good transition opportunity for the Lady Comets. She tips this out. See a substitution come in, and Ava Baker will come in with 2 fouls. Kendall Neal to the bench. She'll be tasked with guarding Bowles, who finds Muselin in the corner. Fortunate right there that she wasn't able to make it, but she does get her own rebound and get all the way to the cup. That makes it 7 second quarter points for Maycee Muselin. And that's actually all 7 of the points that Elgin has here in the second. This ball thrown away. Polcati a little too high for her target, Baker. Here's a look at the dribble drive from Muselin a few moments ago. Trying to get her team back into this game, down 10. 2.5 minutes left in the second. Muselin left open from the corner. She knocks that one down. And now she's got 10 in the second, 12 on the game. Baker through 2 defenders, finds Trainer open, she's blocked. And that'll tap out of bounds, but Muselin, the solid block. Good job to recover, she read that right away. Lady Indians will keep the basketball. That ball nearly intercepted and tapped out again by Muselin. White trapped up top, has to dribble around, does just that, goes to Polcati, and now we see a 3-second violation. It was either on Trainer or Irwin. They were both down there. See a sub come in for Elgin. Emily Bishop, the senior, come into today's contest, number 44 in gray. Neal, another steal. It's a 3-on-3, finds Polcati open, looking for three-pointer number 4. Polcati ties for the game lead with Muselin on the other side of things with 12. She'll try to take it right back. Can't get that 3. Irwin fights for the board. Lead is back to 10 for Mount Gilead. Pass through the double. White, extra. Polcati, can she do it again? Yes, she can. Danielle Polcati, make it a 5-piece from beyond the arc. Muselin step back, White's there. Air ball on the three-pointer. Elgin keeps it, they find someone inside, that was Leonard. Just not enough on it. White, drive and kick, Polcati unselfishly gives it up, and Muselin reads that pass from Neal. Other way she goes. Muselin is fouled from behind. Good job by Neal not to make it easy, so 2 shots coming for Maycee. Maycee didn't have the height advantage, also didn't have the leverage to the basket, but still wanted to make sure she made it tough. Did a good job making sure Muselin couldn't make the shot and get the foul. But we'll see Maycee continue to add to her total. She has all the points here in the second quarter for Elgin. Makes it 11 now in the second quarter for her. And Elgin as a team, a perfect 3 for 3 from the line. In and out on the second. 35 seconds left here in the second quarter. Would not be shocked at all if Mount Gilead's content to take the last shot. White at the free throw line, bobbled pass by Neal. She'll get it back. 20 seconds left, cross-court pass nearly taken away. Baker scoops it up, finds Polcati. 10 seconds left. Baker, top of the key, finds Neal. This is a deep 3 that misses to the left. And with 1.4 left, Elgin will get likely a half-court heave to end the half. Ball tipped, Neal scoops it up, chance at the end, throws it up just a little short. And that will end an entertaining half if you're Mount Gilead. 27-15, what a start for the Lady Indians. We'll see if they can hang on when we come back from the locker rooms for your halftime show on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
Tonight's live and free basketball game is brought to you by 8 Sisters Bakery, located at exit 151 just off of I-71 North in Mount Gilead. Morrow County Jobs and Family Services. Call the number in the description or visit their location in Mount Gilead to see what services are available for your family. North Central State College, providing individuals with the knowledge, skills, and inspiration to succeed in their chosen paths. By Kilbuck Savings Bank. Since 1900, Kilbuck Savings Bank has been proud to serve their community with dedication, integrity, and a commitment to your financial success. In 2025, our organization will mark an incredible milestone. 125 years of building relationships, empowering dreams, and growing together with you. By Home and Kitchen Supply, your one-stop shop for kitchen and baths, windows and doors since 1970. And by Spherion Mid-Ohio. Spherion Mid-Ohio is proud to support our local athletes. We know the foundations that make great employees and are woven into teamwork, focus, drive, and perseverance given in each practice and game. Let's get to work. And Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, here are halftime stats and analysis with Jonathan Langdon live from Mount Gilead.
Time now for your halftime show here live and free on the OH Report, brought to you by Morrow County Jobs and Family Services. Shout out to the AD here at Mount Gilead. Jack Balt sprinted over to his office to get us some records here for single game records for Mount Gilead, because Danielle Polcati caught fire in that first half and hit 5 triples. She's got 15 points, all obviously on those threes, and you'll see all of them here on your screen. And she is just 1 triple away from the all-time record that is actually owned by her teammate, Ava Baker, who got it last year in a game against Utica. Polcati, it's not her first time, however, hitting 5 threes in a game. She did it last year against Galleon, so she's already broken her own personal record, but here she is with a chance to rewrite some history for Mount Gilead as they have a 27-15 lead over the Elgin Lady Comets. Mount Gilead, this would be an upset here tonight, but right now the score would not make you think that. A 12-point advantage, and you see the numbers on your screen. Comets turned it over quite a bit in that first quarter. Second quarter, Mount Gilead got a little bit sloppier, and they close to evened up with them in turnovers, 8-6 in favor of Mount Gilead. Both teams haven't had too many issues with fouls. Ava Baker does have 2 personals, so that's really on my part the only foul situation I should probably have to report here today, but also 1 foul for Kendall Neal for Mount Gilead, and then a foul each for Wall and Muselin on the other side with Elgin. 6 threes total for Mount Gilead there in that first half. We'll see if they continue to rein it in from downtown here in the third. Again, thank you to our sponsors here today, specifically Morrow County Jobs and Family Services for this halftime show. You'll hear from them one more time for our post-game show once we wrap things up here today from the Indian Center. Celebrating seniors today, we talked about Ava Baker to start the second quarter. Let's talk about Olivia Long. She's the daughter of Joe and Sarah Long and was escorted by her mom and brother, Wyatt Long, earlier in the game, before the game. Liv has been a member of the volleyball, basketball, and track teams for 4 years. Was a member of the football team this season. Her favorite memory was hitting the game-winning buzzer beater last season versus Fredericktown after having one of the roughest seasons of her life. And then Olivia is also going to get her real estate license once she graduates, as well as attending Marion Tech. Congrats to Olivia Long. Yet to hit the score sheet today, but she's been out there solid minutes today on her special night. Her senior counterpart, Ava Baker, drives into the lane, banks it home, and it's now a 14-point lead. Baker's got 4 after that basket. And Elgin needs to find some life on the offensive side outside of Muselin, who drives in and draws a foul. Or, excuse me, this is actually Jordan Wall, who will shoot some free throws. Wall scoreless so far. Muselin has 13 of Elgin's 15 so far today. Scored all of the second quarter points. Had 11 there in the second frame. Trying to help change that here is Jordan Wall. She makes the first free throw. They are now 4 of 5 from the line. And Wall makes both. Foul on Mount Gilead went on Faith White. That's her first of the game. And Baker continues to score here in this third quarter. She's now got 4 in the quarter, 6 on the game. 31-17, Mount Gilead with the big edge right now. As Muselin steps back, shoots it from the mid-range area. Can't get it. Rebound will go off of Baker's leg, and it will stay with Elgin. Killbuck Savings Bank replay giving you another angle here, or another look. Yeah, you saw it just go off of the foot of Baker before it went out of bounds. Back into the forecourt, Muselin defended by White. She has done a phenomenal job defensively here in this game as Baker joins her for a jump ball. Arrow to Mount Gilead, and they've got some life here today off their bench. They have been allowed every defensive possession for this Mount Gilead team. They have really taken pride in their defense, especially these last 2 games. They held Cardington, a really good scoring offensive team. Even though they lost the game, they held them to just 35 points. And right now, they're well on pace to do that to this Elgin team that loves to score in bunches as well. Neal misses the jumper for the Lady Indians on that possession, but gets the steal. Finds Baker inside for 2. Neal the dish, and Baker's got all 6 points in the third for Mount Gilead. Bowles can't get the basket. Elgin cold here in the third as well. Repaying Kendall Neal is Baker with the dime, and Neal's now got 7. And Polcati comes in with the rejection, and the ball goes out of bounds. What has gotten into Mount Gilead tonight? They have pretty much doubled the score of Elgin here today. There's the block for you, thanks to Killbuck Savings Bank. Jordan Wall rejected by Polcati. Delaney Bowles too high for intended target Matthews, and there's another giveaway. It's 11 here in the game for Elgin. Third of this quarter alone. Faith White, in and out move, opens up space for 3. First triple to fall for Faith White. It's the 7th of the game for Mount Gilead. Look at that no-look pass. That was pretty. Nice feed to Cadence Gear. The freshman enters the scoring table. Cadence Gear. Other way, Kendall Neal trying to add to the three-point party. That time cannot. Muselin gets the basketball on the outlet. Breaks through the defense and travels. Good poke from behind. Look at Polcati snag it in there and force a turnover yet again. 38-19. As Kendall Neal brings it up the floor, they continue to try and score here in this third and make it done for good here before we even get to money time. Backdoor cut. White, gets ripped as she goes up, and she draws a foul. Got free throws coming. Caden Skier picks up the foul, number 23 in gray for the Comets, and we've got 2 shots coming for Faith White. That's the first foul of the quarter for Elgin. White is 1 for 3 from the line so far in this game after missing that. Give her 9 on the contest after she splits the pair yet again. Did that in the first quarter earlier. Second leading scorer for Mount Gilead is Faith White. She led the way against Cardington. Talked about it in our pregame show. Had 17 points in that one as Muselin gets another rebound inside. Ball stripped away, but a foul. That foul will go on Mosier. Getting some action here today, Sophia Mosier. As we see another foul after this basket goes in. The basket should count, and yeah, it does. So they get the score, and they're also going to get the ball back after that loose ball foul. Muselin scores to give her 15 on the night, and the Comets have a chance at maybe a 4, maybe even 5-point play. That one will bounce in. And there it is. It is a 5-point play. And it's Muselin again. Upping her total to 18 now. White on a handoff. Gets to the middle of the floor and rattles it home. Muselin just inside the 3-point line. Misses there. Offensive board. Put back no. Baker tries to save it. Cannot quite. And Neal will take a break. Coming back in, Polcati trying to break that single game record, remember, for 3-pointers. She had 5 in the first half. The record is 6. But right now, got to focus on the Comets defensively. You find an open Delaney Bowles. She'll shoot it up from the corner. Misses short. Ends up in the hands of Polcati. Passes it up ahead. Baker loses her defender. Polcati for the record. No, in and out. Muselin the rebound, gets out of a double. Catch and shoot for Elgin. That one will fall through. Jordan Wall. She's now got 4 in the quarter. Polcati now defended by Muselin. Don't want to get her too many open looks in this second half. She will get inside, pass it to Mosier. That just goes, however, off the hands. Unfortunate for Sophia Mosier not to hang on to that. Sophia will go to the bench along with Irwin. And Neal returns, as does Trainer. Far side corner. That 3 cannot go for the Comets. Mount Gilead corrals the rebound on the missed shot from Jordan Wall. Baker extra to Neal in the near side. Can't get that. She'll sprint to try and get her own rebound. Ends up hitting Polcati in the face. Lady Indians retain possession, however. Junior sets up the offense. White on the left wing. Faith White sees a lane, takes it, and lays it in with the left. How about this third quarter for Faith White? She has got 8 points in the third. Elgin trying to respond. Step in jumper. No good. Offensive board. Can't get the putback again. And Neal now has it for Mount Gilead. Kendall scans the floor, finds Kenley Trainer. Baker near side, dribbles up to the top. She's open, doesn't choose to take the shot. She'll go backdoor to Neal instead. Extra, Trainer, mid-range, no. Bounces nicely to Baker. 1.5 minutes to go here in the third. Mount Gilead 43, Elgin 26. Trainer finds White back out top. She'll drive, give to Baker. Nice possession here for the Lady Indians. However, they do nearly turn it over. Polcotti's being face guarded in the corner. It'll leave a wide open White. Can't get that basket, and Elgin survives. Other way they go. Bowles loses the basketball behind her. Finds an open look from Wall inside. She can't bank it in. And now a foul on the second chance effort. Muslin's going to go to the line again. She's got 18 here on the day. Chance to add and put herself up to 20. Misses the first, however. Five for 7 from the line. Elgin as a team, 5 of those free throws coming. And now 6 coming from Muselin. She goes 0 for 2. Polcotti continues to be face guarded. Cannot get any open looks. Trainer nearly thought about shooting it. She'll get the basketball back. She'll take it this time. Open floor along 2. Kenley Trainer joins the action tonight in the scoring column. Makes it 45-26. Bowles trying to find Muselin. Too much on the pass. Tried to get saved. Neal has the steal. Kendall Neal continues her defensive prowess tonight. Polcotti in and out, gives back to Kendall with 10 seconds left. Neal drive, kick. Olivia Long for 3. They continue to rain down for Mount Gilead. First score of the night for Olivia Long. And finally, all 3 scorers, all 3 seniors in the score column as Mount Gilead's running away with it here live and free. It's 48-26 Indians. How about a 21-11 third quarter for Mount Gilead to really run away with this one? They're up 22 as we celebrate our final senior. It's Faith White on your screen. Faith White was escorted earlier today by her parents, Kevin and Chelsea White. She's played basketball and track for 4 years, along with cross country and volleyball for 1 year. Favorite memory was winning the KMAC and beating the number 3 team in the state to make it to the district championship her sophomore year. Faith is going to attend Marion Tech to major in business management with a minor in human resources. Another turnover for Elgin to start the fourth quarter. White, in that little bio, mentioned that win against the number 3 team in the state. That was the Bern Union game I brought up. That was 2 years ago. White was a big piece then. She's an even bigger piece now. She doesn't lead the team in scoring. That's Polcotti. but she's got 13 today, Faith. A solid senior night as she sits with the basketball on the left wing. Some new faces checking in today for Mount Gilead. Number 23 into action, Kylie Rigdon. All three seniors remain. Correction, no. Here's White, top of the key. She adds to her total with 16 points, gets the fourth quarter scoring started. Other way, quickly, a miss, but a fight inside. Good rebound by Caden Skier, and the ball, after being passed out of bounds, or passed to the three-point line, ends up out of bounds. Two of the three seniors are in the game right now. You've got Ava Baker on the bench. So both White and Long on the floor. Muselin scans the floor, gives off to her teammate Abbott. Top of the key, open for three is Wall. She gets that one in. Her first three of the day. First three from anyone not named Muselin tonight for Elgin. Back and forth between the seniors. White, quick first step, has the basket in her sights. Have a day, Faith White. You've got 19 now. Stealing the spotlight from Polcati, turning it into a senior night when we were worried it was going to be a junior night in the first half. White, coast to coast, can't get that. Rigdon in for the rebound, cannot hold on. And here goes Muselin in space. Muselin, it's a 2-on-1 Euro step, too many steps. There's another travel on Elgin. Rigdon goes off along with Neal and Long. So three subs will check in. Mosier returns to action along with Irwin and Baker for Mount Gilead. White across the timeline with a team-high 19 points. Gives to Mosier, who dribbles back to the top, finds Bolcati looking for a three-pointer, number 6. High off the back iron, hit the tape. Still waiting for that school record 6-3. Wouldn't be a record she would hold alone. She would actually share it with 4 other players, 3 players. One of them did it twice. Holly Gompf back in 2019 and then also 2020. And then her teammate Ava Baker and Ashley Oler back in 2011. Caden Skier scores inside, gives herself 4 points on the night. (53-31) Mount Gilead. Pretty much about to get this win here tonight. Still got 5 minutes to play. We'll see, what is it, a foul? That's what it is. I knew my answer once I heard some Elgin fans bicker about it. But yeah, so it is going to be a foul, and it is on Wall. Jordan Wall picks up her second. First foul of the quarter for Elgin. Nice look on the inbound. Irwin couldn't finish. However, Baker gets in and forces a jump ball, and the Comets turn it over again. Good job by Baker, sneaking up, getting a hand on the basketball. Polcati was open, didn't take the shot, has her pocket picked. Muselin coast to coast, nobody there to contest her that time. She's now the first to 20 tonight by either team. Three players getting ready to come in from the scorer's table. 2 for Elgin, 1 for Mount Gilead. Baker draws a foul inside. First personal on Hill, number 20 in gray, Madison Hill. That'll be the second team foul for Elgin here in the fourth. First free throw from Baker. Falls through. Ava Baker with 9 today. Caden Skier goes to the bench for Elgin. Also over to their bench for Mount Gilead, Danielle Polcati we'll take a quick break. Off of the missed free throw, another rebound is missed by the Comets. They had it and lost it out of bounds. So Mount Gilead has another chance to score here. Ball immediately into White. Kicks it back out. Mosier swings it. Irwin near side corner. Long pass, and now White holds the basketball. Four minutes to go, halfway through the fourth. Irwin in a tango with Muselin, and that time his arrow will point towards Elgin. White face guarding Muselin here as she eclipsed 20 points not too long ago. So that will leave an open shot for someone else from Elgin, and it's a second three to go for Jordan Wall. Wall's got 10 points all here in the second half. Baker looks around, goes to Irwin right next to her. Good ball movement from Mount Gilead. Baseline drive. Trainer finds White on a backdoor. Can't get the layup. Still rebound being fought for. And White ends up with it, and she's fouled. That'll be the third team foul on Elgin. Two more, and Mount Gilead will be in the bonus. They'll shoot free throws the rest of the way if they can get to 5 team fouls on Elgin. Quick second foul on Hill. Off-ball foul this time. Baker hit the deck hard. Didn't see what happened. We'll see what the call is. There's your second look. Collided between two Lady Comets, it appears. So they'll ultimately give that foul to Jordan Wall. That'll be her third, and we'll have a timeout. Got to look here at our next 2 weeks of broadcasts. It's starting to dwindle down before we figure out what's going to be happening with the girls basketball playoffs, because the draw, believe it or not, is tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll see where Mount Gilead and Elgin both draw in the state tournament. But you see the broadcast there on your screen. Make sure to stay with us live and free on the oh.report. We've still got plenty of boys coverage. Girls will be finishing up as well with some non-conference play. And we've got championships coming up later this week. So it's going to be big time next week, both for the girls and for the boys. And not even just high school. We're going to have some middle school coverage as well on the oh.report coming up. We'll have the N10 championship next Friday for 8th grade. Saw that on the schedule. Thought that was pretty unique. Faith White holds the basketball with 2.5 minutes to go here from Mount Gilead High School. They lead 54-36. And what is, if you just look at the records, a significant upset today. Faith White, full head of steam, passes her defender, misses the shot, and tips the ball out of bounds. So we'll go the other way with Elgin. Bench will empty from Elgin, so Mount Gilead will reciprocate. Read you some of these names from players that don't get in too much. Saw them play in the JV game where Mount Gilead won as well. Bailey Balt, Sophie Mosier, Kylie Rigdon, Kemley Trainer, and Cassidy Irwin. And then for Elgin, number 12 has the basketball right now. Izzy Matthews gives off to Addie Stutler, who will draw a foul. She will shoot 2 free throws. Also in for Elgin, number 14, Kendra Applefeller, number 42, Gracelyn Edmondstone, and number 44, Emily Bishop. 2 shots here from the line. And Stolter will score her first points today. Second chance at the line. The lefty throws it up and misses short. Rebound by Rigdon. Bailey Balt, her first touch on the basketball will be a pass to Trainer where another foul's called, and that will get Mount Gilead into the bonus. 5th team foul for Elgin. So Kenley will shoot 2 shots with a 54-37 lead. Nearly got the bounce there. She's got 2 points today for the Lady Indians. Kenley squares up the second and swishes that one through. So 3 points for Trainer, all in the second half. Tried to go to Applefeller in the post. Lady Comets, they will turn it over again, and we'll see one final sub, looks like, come in for Mount Gilead. Number 20, Kylie Whipple. Freshman libero for the volleyball team this year, enters the contest. Irwin bobbles the catch, top of the key, gives back to Whipple. And Whipple try to go to Mosier. Sophia will recover. Minute 20 to go here in the fourth. As we wrap things up tonight from Mount Gilead High School, there's another foul. Kylie Rigdon, she will shoot free throws, try to get some varsity points today. Rigdon's free throw, the first one, will go in. She is the 8th Lady Indian to enter the scoring column tonight. Goes 1 for 2 from the stripe. Nearly stolen by Whipple. A step in, long 2. That will be missed by Bishop, and it will go out of bounds last off Mount Gilead. And a correction, one final substitution. It's Ruby Rubio. I don't have her down for having any games in varsity this season, so what seems to be her first action of the year will come against Elgin in a now 17-point game, as there's a basket from Elgin with Applefeller to make it 56-39. Mosier underneath, retreats to the 3-point line. Long pass, Balt near side corner. 35 seconds to go. Shuffles with her defender, misses the runner. And Elgin a chance to stop the bleeding just a little bit here with his final possession. They'll shoot up a 3, can't get that. Long rebound, ends up in the hands of Edmondstone. She finds a long pass far side, near side, and this will get thrown last off Mount Gilead. 11.2 left. Baseline inbounds from Stolter. Finds Applefeller, throws it up towards the basket. That ball will also go out of bounds with 8.1 now. Comets keep. Another lob over the top. And with 5 seconds left, we'll see Matthews enter it into Applefeller, and time will run out. Here on this non-conference battle between Mount Gilead and Elgin, we've got an upset here from Mount Gilead High School. Lady Indians win 56-39. What a performance from the K-Mac crew to get the win here today. We'll have your MVP when we return live and free on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the oh.report.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
On me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, you know we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. Time to go hard and put your game face on. Ruthless, ruthless. This is the moment movies get based on. This is the moment movies get based on. Fire in the bones, watch me fire up the songs. Let it burn 'em, burn 'em, burn 'em. Got the fire in the bones. Our desires, they become who we are. We go hard, giving up, no we're not. Yeah, the first step is showing up. Now we're here blowing up. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go.
time now for your North Central State College MVP. We've got Faith White up here, stealing the show, but rightfully so on senior night. So congratulations to you guys. This is a good team in Elgin tonight that you guys just buried early. Just talk to me about your emotions kind of going through this game and what you guys were able to do tonight on the floor.
We knew that we had to come out on defense and make stops. We knew that Maycee was going to probably make a run, so we had to stop the ball on the other defenders, and then just really transport like the defense and the offense.
Yeah, we were making jokes up here because, it's senior night, but Danielle Polcati just turned it into junior night in the first half, knocking down 5 threes. What did that give you guys on offense?
That definitely gave us motivation and just a lot of confidence. She really brought the juice. She's missed 2 practices, so to really come in and just hit those threes, it just really got us open shots because they were face guarding her in the second half. So then it really opened up me to drive to the basket.
Yeah, and you joked with us off air that you wanted that sickness.
Yeah, I did. At halftime, I was like, I don't know what sickness you got, but I want it. Give me it.
Well, yeah, so you come in second half, guns blazing, especially in that third quarter, able to break out to 18 points today. What did you see in that defense? Maybe face guarding Danny gave you some more opportunities. Talk about that.
So right off the bat, I realized they picked up Danny full court, and I was like, Kendall, move the ball. We're going to have people open. And I was like, we need to go 5-out set. So Coach Balt called 5-out set, and we passed and cut. Backdoor cuts were wide open. So we really just played our game.
And then finally today, and also I was here for the Cardington game, you're fiery out there out on the court. Even defensively, you had the task of guarding Maycee Muselin, and you did a pretty good job, I would say. She just still got 20 points, but what are you going to do? But what do you think you guys did overall to kind of – I think in this game you kind of just let them score with her and shut down everybody else. Is that kind of what the idea was? Yeah,
we just knew that we had to keep her controlled. We knew that she could go on a run and we couldn't let her get hot. So what we really did was we hedged screens, which we haven't been doing. And once we hedged, we would recover. And then after that, we would just play set defense.
All right, so final thing, look in the camera. I'm going to tell you to shout out your seniors first, but after that, anybody else you want to shout out?
Okay, I want to shout out Liv Money and the Baker. I also want to shout out my family, the whole community, and overall just our whole team for bringing the energy tonight.
Faith White, ladies and gentlemen, 18 points on the 56-39 win over Elgin. Congrats.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the oh.report.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
And it's time for our OH Report post-game show, wrapping up our coverage from Mount Gilead High School, where the Lady Indians put it on Elgin tonight. 56-39 your final. And the Lady Indians, despite having the lower record here tonight, they improved to 8-11 on the year. They now go to 4-1 in non-league play. So the KMEC, they stumbled a little bit in conference, but outside of that, they have looked as strong as ever. Look at these numbers, and I think the biggest thing is you got to look at those threes. 5 threes for Elgin, 12 for Mount Gilead tonight. Everything else, I would say, fairly even. Rebounding, Elgin got the edge a little bit there towards the end of the game, but for sure, the threes were the answer. You see the quarter-by-quarter scoring on your screen, and Mount Gilead from the get-go did not let Elgin in this game with that 17-4 first quarter. They did not look back after that. Shout out Danny Polcati, 15 points. All of her scoring came in the first half. 5 threes, one shy of the school record for a single game. Tried to break her fellow senior Ava Baker's record. And then also shout out to Faith White, talked with us, our MVP, 18 points. She led the way today. She scored, let's count this up, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 13 points here in the second half. So fantastic work from her to kind of get back into things, especially once Muselin was guarding primarily Polcati, just trying to take her out of the game. Some other players were able to step up. And another big thing about Mount Gilead, they got some players in that they don't usually get in non-conference play. They had 8 players score tonight, the Lady Indians did. So fantastic stuff from Mount Gilead tonight. If you're watching from home, can't be happier with the result tonight from your Mount Gilead Lady Indians. Elgin, it was a solid effort from Maycee Muselin, just didn't get enough help around her today. She had 20 points tonight. She led the way for the game. So 20 points for her. Again, White with 18 and 15 for Danielle Polcati. Those are your top scorers today. Mount Gilead coming up. They'll take on Ridgemont on the road. Of course, with this being senior night, their last 3 games will all be on the road. In fact, one of their opponents, Highland, is the last game of the season. They were right in front of us here today scouting them out. So I think once Highland comes around and that Highland game comes out, Polcati is not going to be getting hardly any looks when they play them at the end of the season. I believe that's a game on Saturday. Elgin will be up next. They'll play at Corey Rawson. They're also on the road the rest of the season, I believe. And they'll play Corey Rawson. And then finally, the last game of the year for them is against Upper Scioto Valley. And actually, that one's actually at home. So they'll have one more home game, and they'll have their senior night there against Upper Scioto Valley. That'll do it for us, live and free on the OH Report. Thank you to my crew, producer Adam Thompson to my left, in front of me, camera operator Brandon Powell. This is Jonathan Langdon signing off. Want to take a second to thank our sponsors rolling through your screen one final time. 8 Sisters Bakery, Morrow County Jobs and Family Services, North Central State College, Kilbuck Savings Bank, Spherion Mid-Ohio, Knox Community Hospital, and Home and Kitchen Supply. That'll do it for us. We'll see you next time on the OH Report.